into secure, hero into mama. Log into secure, hero into mama. Log into secure, hero into mama.
Hello everyone and welcome back to Soul Strike. My name is Come to Us Evan and with me today again it's Motiv. What's up, Motiv?
How's it going, everybody?
Today is once again a very special day. It's part 2 of the new sgt.frog collaboration in Soul Strike. Today we're going to be talking about the latest collaboration allies to join the game, the Relics, as well as important events. So stay with us until the end because we're also going to have some coupon codes via the wheel as we continue on. Let's say hi to folks in chat real quick. Panzers, Marigo, welcome guys. Thank you so much for being here today. Maddie Sykes, welcome back to the stream. So let's get into it. We're going to start by introducing the new allies that have joined the game. First of all, we've got Kululu, who is Earth Attribute. This is the genius hacker and strategic officer of the Keroro platoon. He summons a satellite via hacking that chases enemies. This satellite emits ultrasonic waves that deal % damage every 0.5 seconds for 4 seconds to enemies that are hit. And at A3, it reduces damage intervals by 50%. Further, at A8, it reduces enemy defense and tenacity resistance. He's a must for any Earth build and once you use him. Next, we've got Dororo, who is the Wind Attribute one, is an elite soldier from the Charon Army's top unit who dominates the battlefield with overwhelming combat power. Experience that gameplay that overwhelms enemies with powerful and swift shuriken. I didn't realize I wasn't even logging. Oh, Balakid, glad you made it one way or another. Welcome. And thank you, Nasty Toki. I appreciate it. That's so sweet, dude. For this one, every 12 seconds, it throws a meteor cross shuriken that deals % damage to all enemies in its path. And A3, the damage increases by 100%. And further at A8, it fires the shuriken 3 times. Got great speed and also a wide attack range, which makes him perfect for strategic use. Highly recommended if you happen to be dipping your toes into the Wind Attribute. Then we also have the introduction of ally treasures and skills. So remember, new ally treasures are coming with this collaboration. Each collaboration character comes with their own unique treasure items.
Very cool.
Yeah, and equipping them will enhance their skills significantly, so be sure to check those out. And last but not least, we also have the new relics and events. This one adds in the Caro Ball. The rare relic increases your team's final damage by a certain %, and for each platoon ally in your build, all element damage increases by 10% per member.
Seems pretty good.
It does seem really good. I'm actually really curious to see if folks have used this one yet, because I have yet to, I haven't pulled for it, admittedly. I see you already have a couple copies of it.
I've been playing with it a little bit. A little too early to say, but I like it so far.
So you dig. Early impressions are good?
Yep.
That's awesome. Just as a reminder, guys, too, the sgt.frog collab ends on July 23rd. So there's still a little bit more time to engage with it and make sure that you participate in those events if you haven't done so already.
Right.
So now it's on us, guys. Now we're going to go through and play in some of the collab stuff, and we have a new update to go through, right, Motiv?
That's right, yeah. I think it just dropped yesterday, so we can check that out too.
That's awesome.
Let's bring that up.
Let's go through that new update. Cal, what's going on? Good to see you. Says, hello, best hosts. Appreciate you, dude. And Sim Art. Y'all are awesome.
Thanks for joining.
Good to see you guys. Wow, look at this. Appreciate you guys for being here. I hope you guys are enjoying the collab. That's great.
Glad you guys are here.
So Motiv, tell me a little bit about the update. What's been introduced?
Let's talk update. So there's a new relic as the first top item here.
Cool.
You can see that the white feather fan increases crit damage of all friendly units by a certain %. Every 15 seconds stirs up a powerful wind with a white feather fan, dealing % attack as a wind damage to all enemies in the area, pulling them in, sending them airborne, and applying an electrocute debuff. So it does a couple of different things. It looks pretty good. I haven't used it yet, but it sounds fun.
It does sound really fun. Silly Gengar, welcome to the stream, dude. How are you?
Hey.
Welcome aboard. Says this isn't Summoner's War. No, this is Soul Strike.
That's right.
And it's part of the sgt.frog collaboration. It's week 2 of, or rather the second stream week for sgt.frog.
Yeah, we're just going over the the update as well.
So this is the fan of 1010. As making Naruto references. That's great. That's awesome.
I can't zoom in, but yeah.
That's dope.
And then they added ability slots for relics, and then this is their resource, the legacy.
That's pretty cool, actually. So Motiv said it, but this is hot off the presses, by the way, guys. Right? Like this is like last night level.
So let us know what you guys think. I mean, it seems cool, but how are we feeling about it?
Yeah, it's not something that I've gotten a chance to engage with just yet.
Right.
We'll have to see if people in chat have done it. I've never seen the anime. Is it fun? Absolutely, dude. Yeah, absolutely. Nasty Token. Which one are we talking about? What are you talking? You're talking about all of the animes? I was just at Anime Expo, actually. That was so much fun.
That's right. Yeah.
Never been before.
Yeah. We got new mythical soul parts, so they're like summer themed here. These are cute. I mean, they're just kind of like more things for you to dress up in.
Fish on a stick.
Fish on a stick. I like these sunglasses hat ones. Those are cute.
Finding clownfish.
Yeah.
You got.
I was like, wait, what?
Cool new summer items.
I like those outfits too. Those are cool. More food, just kind of whatever, but it's always good.
Always good to have more food whenever possible.
Got a final damage one, a boss monster one. And then there's some balance adjustments for the Keroro allies. You can check those out. And then a big thing is the Chronos soul parts. I guess they did a little adjustment for how you get it, how much it takes to get it. You can check it out in the notice here. They have sort of the breakdown. Let us know what you guys think. I know it was a big talking point right now. It's kind of a lot to go through, but yeah, check it out and let us know.
Yeah, we don't need to go into every.
The devs are at least trying to like make it a little bit more fun and a little easier. So
agreed.
That's nice.
That's fun. I like the little dorsal fin thing.
Oh yeah.
By the way, I was scrolling through on my own. I like the little dorsal fin.
We got a Conquer level expansion, so it went up to 23k. That's always nice. Expanded dungeon, expanded max skill takeover.
Oh, Epic Butter, what's going on, dude?
Epic Butter.
Perfect timing, by the way, Epic Butter, because we were just asking people what they thought about different aspects of the update that came out last night. If you've gotten a chance to play around with them, let us know.
Yeah. And then we got the Fantastic Beach event, kind of more the usual. You guys know what to expect. And that's pretty much the gist of it. Some bug fixes.
Cool. Everything that a good update needs. We love bug fixes and also things to look forward to for summer.
Don't we love that? Yeah.
Dang Skippy, we do.
Cool. I'm gonna close that out.
Oh, and thank you for posting that, by the way, in chat. You guys might see that there's a survey floating around in there. That is for the Dev Q&A survey. It's pinned to the top of both chats on YouTube and Twitch. Filling it out gets you 50k ether, so you're better to participate than not.
That's right.
And that's how we get the questions that we then send to the developers that fuel the Q&As on the streams. And we've got one today,
Got one today.
And I hear that it's a big one, actually. I hear that there's a lot of questions answered.
It seems lengthy.
I think it was like a baker's dozen. I think a baker's dozen worth of questions got answered.
A baker's dozen.
Yeah, so that's pretty good.
That's what, 13 or?
It's just what I realize. A baker's something is just 1 plus whatever. That's how I deploy it. That's not actually true. I just deploy it.
Because I've heard
like
baker's dozen. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like if I'm trying to say 6, I'll say a baker's 5.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I do it.
Yeah.
It's wrong, but I do it.
Interesting.
Or it's like today's Wednesday. That's a baker's Tuesday, baby.
Yeah.
I'm glad that it got removed. You can still reduce attack and attack bar, or the attack bar reduction. Nice. It's short from SW. Dude, JG Blitz. Yeah, 100%. That was way too powerful. Okay, so now let me see how your build has changed in the recent times. So since the last time, what have you started incorporating?
I've kind of been sticking with. So I have been using the Caro ball.
Cool.
Right here. I don't have it too high up yet, but it seems pretty good for what it is. I usually try to spend my resources to get the next relic because it's really hard to like do both at the same time. But I like it so far. I do want to try and summon the fan as well because that seems really good too. And then for allies, I am trying this guy out.
Oh yeah.
I'm still rocking fire. He's not leveled up to where his fire stuff really has an effect yet, but he seems decent as he is, and I just think he's cute. So
he is cute. I
want to level him up though because I want to get to his awakening, but it's pretty far up. So we'll see if I get that far. But I like him.
Maybe after some summons today, perhaps you could get a little.
Yeah, definitely
want
to do that. I've been saving up a bit
Good, me too. Well, I've
Yeah.
got some for later, but we'll save that for after the dev Q&A down the line.
Yes.
So we can do that as we go
I
forward.
did split it though. We have 2 sections we can summon on now. So there's the new one and the same one as before.
Sick.
So it's interesting. Yeah, it's kind of nice.
That's excellent. JG Blitz, not a problem, dude. Happy to hear the thoughts one way or another.
Yeah.
For folks that are also interested, because I've seen a couple comments now about Summoner's War, when at 4 p.m. today, there will be a Summoner's War stream, actually. We're going to be doing it's going to be a push-up stream with Hiroshin. So come back in 2 hours if you have interest in Summoner's War, and we'll be doing another one. Same time, same place, just assuming that you're not on not on YouTube. On YouTube, it'll be the Summoner's War channel. So Run Guang said, did anyone do the point calculation for progress race? It's almost impossible to hit that level 30 for the progress race. Not too sure. Motiv, have you done how far have you gotten in the progress race thus far?
I'm not sure how to. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh. Sorry guys, I'm doing the star mini game on this. Sorry, I locked in for a minute because I'm talking to the star.
All good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm not really sure how it's calculated.
Oh.
But you got to the scam room.
Mm-hmm. Room of Destiny.
Scam room, I like to call it.
Yeah, actually, I don't know if we want to swap over to my gameplay. I could do this. I could do Room of Destiny.
Well, we could see if we could bully Evan into
pushing my luck and to just keep risking it for the biscuit. I'll go as long as chat's interested in me going.
Switch it over for a second?
Can I see mine? Let's see my gameplay, if possible. Maybe it's not possible right now.
While we wait, I'll hang around.
Yeah.
But yeah, so for the relics, I really like the Carol Ball, but I almost feel like the fan is kind of better. So like, I'm wondering if you guys think I should just go straight to that or cut some. Oh, here we go. Cool.
We got in there. Yeah. We'll return to the fan.
Yeah.
Okay. One of these holds my fate. Choose wisely. Okay. Great.
Ooh.
Weak. Okay.
All right.
We gotta challenge that.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
We gotta challenge that.
That was a question.
No, it's a statement. 10, dude. We got nothing for that. Okay.
You're gonna get scammed right. Oh no. Okay. All right.
Nice.
Cool. All right. We're moving on at least.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Value.
Cool. Okay. So now you have to push it.
We gotta push it because we're still not happy.
Not worth it.
7 are up. We hit them both at the same time. We got a clutch little 4. Are you kidding me? Round 2, I failed.
I was hoping we get a little further with that.
Bro.
all
It happens to the best of us, guys. I'm a big fan of the scam room, as you so lovingly call it. I think it's very much fun.
It's fun. I mean, I did get like a massive payout of tickets one time, but it was like class tickets. I got like 3,000 or something. It's like, okay, I guess it's nice, but
exactly.
Hey guys, hey, thanks for joining. How's it going?
Soprano, Einzaugul, welcome back.
Yes.
Oh, I got lots of new stuff. Okay, we can go back over to Motiv's gameplay now. That was a fun little escape into trying to get. Oh, give me new stuff. Okay, so you were wondering whether or not you should just fully invest into the fan, or if you should continue polling for Caro. Is that what you were wondering?
Yeah, I mean, I like the Carol Ball, but the fan seems really good too. And I'm not sure. It seems like it's almost better in a way. So I might try to go for that today.
Crit damage. Yeah, dude, honestly, rip it. I'm down. That sounds great.
Yes.
Do a few and then we'll do a wheel spin.
Sure, okay.
Do a few and then we'll do a wheel spin.
Yeah, okay. Let's go for it.
That sounds very fun. Hopefully you can channel the energy in this room.
Yeah. But there's a chant that I cannot utilize.
It's the sort of thing you got to tap into. It's all on the wrist. They say they say it's the Wi-Fi, but it's really all on the wrist.
Yes.
And then and so I see the one in chat saying, "Let us know your thoughts on the Relic ability system." Yeah, I know I said it before. That's something we haven't gotten a chance to kind of engage with yet because it's brand new at the time of streaming. So I'm curious to hear if maybe folks like Epic Butter have gotten a chance to try it out.
I didn't get the fan, but that's okay. But yeah, so for the abilities here, I haven't tried it out either, but it looks basically like the normal abilities. Like it looks like you roll for each one. It seems pretty much the same. So it's probably going to be a new layer where we can really add a lot of power.
Yeah. And it's from Mad Marmot. Is that what they're saying in there? Oh yeah, look at that.
Oh, you mean how to get the?
Yeah, how to get it? I'm gonna run it to try to get some in the side. Do you have a key for it? Do you want to try to get some and then we can do some rolls?
Where's my?
Let's try this thing out. Let's try this thing out. Yeah, give me a. Let's do one run and then we can wipe out the rest and try to do it. So Epic says, crazy power up. Crazy power up. So this might be exactly what we need to boost a few levels, which would be really
Ultra Death
nice.
Lord, hello.
Ultra Death Lord, what's going on, dude? I missed you. It's good to see you. Hope you had a nice weekend. So says, I think this is a good on-ramp for players joining the game to help people catch up in content. I love that perspective, by the way, Epic Butter, because like any opportunity to help new players get onboarded faster, that's what we want, right? So.
And Crane, yeah, you can put it in chat right here. The mods will help you. They'll take that feedback as well.
I just got...
When is Epic Butter being added to the game?
Great question. Daniel Kerioka. Salve, Daniel. Salve Nushach. How's it going?
Oh, check. All right, so here I got some as my reward.
Cool.
Let's see.
Maybe do a couple spins and then we can come back and see if you can set a new record.
Yeah, oh, not summon. Let's see. Maybe I'll just go straight to the Caro Ball. Let's see. Is there do I need to like...
Awakening required.
Oh, okay, I have to awaken it.
Oh, you gotta awaken it. Do you have any that are already meet the requisite number? Is that a 3 in the bottom right, or is that a 1?
Yeah, dude, all my relics. Here we go, okay.
Empty slot.
Let's just roll it and see. Okay, so trash.
And just like that, but it's very much just like abilities, where you just get bonus stats just on the side.
This is decent.
Skill damage, yeah, keep that. Yeah, keep that. That's great. That's awesome.
But that's my issue is a lot of my relics. It's like I'm constantly having to summon for them, and so like you can get awakenings, but then you don't get the level ups, right? So like it's a little tough.
That is very cool. I actually don't. I'm not using any relics right now that have that are A3, which is crazy. All my A3 stuff is not in use right now.
But that is cool. I like that.
I assume that they need to be equipped in order for you to benefit from them. Is that correct? I assume they need to be. I assume so.
I'm assuming, yeah.
Yeah, because it's not a unique effect. So you know, I think
that's a good question though. Actually, I didn't think about that.
Yeah. And nope, it just works. No need to equip.
Oh.
Dog.
That's a good tip. All right.
Bro. So that means like I could just go on anything then. What?
I like that.
That's awesome. So I could just roll anything on like even like lower rarity stuff.
Oh yeah, now he's rolling it.
Yeah, now I'm rolling it on the side here because I'm like, wait a minute. See, I just got a double S all element boost on like on my Flamestone dagger. Because it's like, if it doesn't need to be equipped, I might as well just rip it. That's so cool, actually.
It inspired me to use up my regular tickets.
Got a crit damage one on this.
Oh, that's always good.
Just for funsies, you know, just a easy little thing. That's awesome. The exact first up your legendary relic or epic because they have better awakenings, so you have more lines. Dude. Stellar. That's awesome. Andy W. Well, the relic abilities do help balance out ally damage. And Evan getting all the good stuff, as always. Exactly. Yes, JG Blitz. Also, Daniel said that this game is very fun. It is, and it is getting more and more fun as it goes, because they keep adding stuff like this to help break through plateaus, which I really appreciate.
Yeah, they're adding so many layers to the game, and every time you get like a big boost, like you can just feel like the numbers like multiplying and your damage just goes up like crazy.
That's the most fun is when you're struggling with a level.
Yes.
You do one thing like this and then all of a sudden you clear the next 20.
Yes.
That's so cool.
Can you do a wheel spin now?
I'm down. Finally? Let's do it. Let's
right.
bring it on over. It looks like there's 5 balls in there. I'm getting better at estimating the number of balls in the tank.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I said moments before being wrong.
You guys know the drill.
Tell us 2 numbers. 2 numbers. 1 for the number of spin, 1 for which ball to take out of it afterwards. Wheel spin time, they say. That's very true. They're thinking about it. They're cooking with the numbers. They're cooking on the numbers.
Slowly churn the butter here.
Vithars just said 3. Let's take, 3-3 from Harrison Chu.
Okay.
3-3. And then, yeah, let's see it. 3-3.
1,
2, 3.
And then we'll open it up. Okay.
3 and 3.
1, 2,
3, 6. Okay, cool. I'll take this away from you.
What's in the ball?
And the answer? 200 Ally tickets. Awesome. 200 Ally tickets.
bad.
Enjoy those, guys.
And it's on the screen now. Ally Gift 247.
Ally Gift 247. You go over to Notice,
Yeah, I'm gonna redeem that.
Event, and then Code Redemption. I'm gonna do the same, actually. K Rain also sent a good message that I'd like to read.
Yeah. I saw it there. Maybe we can read that right after this.
Said the Relic ability system is great for both new and old players. Crazy power up, but with the amount of relics we have, players tend to save up their ancient legacy currency for relic pulls. Can we have another source of this currency to level up our relics? I know we have the ancient augite, or auget, but it can only be obtained from spending. So with this, maybe I'm misunderstanding. So now this does use its own currency to upgrade, but I think that's kind of been a long-standing thing.
Yeah,
where it's like this upgrade currency
right here on the
is
bottom.
the same as the summoning currency. So I feel that, to be honest. I think maybe there's an opportunity, like this is kind of a personal thing, but I feel like there's an opportunity to reduce the number of like redundancies in the currencies floating around in Soul Strike.
But yeah, so the augite I do like, but it just feels like you don't get that much. I mean, you get some, right? But it's not like, it hasn't changed the whole thing for me yet. But yeah, so I kind of agree.
I think it's something that we've been asking for a long time. It would definitely cause an explosion in summons and upgrades for sure. But I think that there is an opportunity to kind of reduce the number of currencies.
Definitely.
If I'm not mistaken, they do the same thing for pets, right? They do the same thing for pets.
Oh, I can bring that up too.
Yeah, so it's kind of, they repeat that same thing where it's like you use, do you have any of this? Your pets are too high level.
Maybe not, I don't know. Yeah, my pet.
Your pets are too high level. Oh no, it's different for pets.
Oh, you're talking about the summon.
I'm talking about the summon versus this because so they do it for relics for some reason, but for pets it's different. I was mistaken in that one. I think that that's honestly a good call from K-Rain, and it's not one. This isn't the first time I've seen that suggestion, nor is it the first time I've felt that same way. But we'll relay that to the devs.
Yeah.
Because we might be in an era now where maybe the game could handle that sort of transition.
Yeah, and like I said, the augite resource does try to alleviate that.
Yeah.
But it's like, it feels like there's still something that just doesn't feel quite right, at least for me. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. And no promises on the results, but we can at least put it in front of the devs and see what they have to say about it. I saw another one too that I wanted to reply to. Einzal Gult said, I have a message for the devs. Can you make something for the scissors, please? From the, that they're so hard to obtain and can't get back after reset the item. So yeah, that was from the new system as well.
Okay.
And we were talking about the price of entry for each of the scissors. I think that's, again, we've kind of mentioned this in the past, but with that system being so new, I think the devs are gonna have their eyes on it. So I wouldn't be too nervous to say that there'd probably be some changes down the line, though I don't know for sure.
Yeah.
They made the level up resource, but there's no way to get it without paying outside of a collab reward, says Epic Putter. Exactly.
Yeah, okay. That's some good feedback. And
very good feedback,
definitely
guys.
Have that.
And also for things like that too, guys, if you ever have questions that you want to ask the devs directly, something like that, you can always put it in the dev Q&A, which again, that survey for those submissions is pinned to the top of each chat. And with that said, now might actually be a pretty decent time to jump over to the dev Q&A if we're so inclined. Does that sound like a good idea, guys? You want to do the dev Q&A?
Yeah.
Let's do that. We can put that on the screen while I say hello to Kingfish.
Hey.
Oh, what's up, Kingfish?
What's up, Kingfish?
My favorite fish in the sea. Good to see you, King.
Can we go ahead and switch over to Evan's screen, please?
There we go. Great. Awesome. Okay, guys, let's do this. So these are all questions submitted via that survey. Obviously not today's survey, but a previous survey. Let's see what the devs have us for today. Motiv, you want to read the first one from Harrison Chu, and I'll answer the dev one?
Sure. Will there be 7th skill slot for us coming soon?
Whoa. And the devs replied, thank you for the questions. We have been closely listening to Master's feedback regarding skill slot expansion and are continuing to review it internally. While there's no confirmed schedule at this time, we are considering ways to give Masters more strategic options through long-term direction. Your suggestion will be reviewed positively. There it is. That word positively actually carries a lot of weight. I've realized.
Not a bad answer.
No, that's a great answer. Honestly, a 7th skill slot is crazy. That has insane implications in Soul Strike.
It would be wild.
Yeah, like going up to 6, like 6 is already a lot. Having the 7th is quite a bit. I don't know. So chat, what are your guys' thoughts? I assume that generally speaking, people are going to be in favor of having that 7th skill slot because it opens up a lot of build possibilities. But Motiv, what are your thoughts on a 7th skill?
I mean, every time, like when they added like an extra ally, like they went to 4, then to 5.
Then to 5.
It just feels like I did not expect them to do this, but then they did it. So like they might.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like 7 skills might be a little wacky and crazy.
I think so too. So there's a part of me that also would say from like a UI perspective, if you're gonna go to 7, you might as well just do 8 because it'll keep the symmetry on that, because 7 would look a little, it would cause a, you'd have to do a whole. But it's a lot of chaos. One more slot for a buff skill for the allies, exactly. Yeah, no, there's a lot of room for that.
I feel like I do like it in a way because it's like, dude, there's so many skills in this game, and it's like, let me use them, It's like, you kind of get stuck using like the same ones, maybe 10, 15 skills you're using regularly. And then there's like, what, 30 or 40 that you just never touch. So it's like, ooh, it would be nice to get to use a little bit more.
Can I call out what Epic Butter just said? Or redefine active and passive skills. Most of our skills in the endgame are just buffing and debuffing without any space for damage skills. Dude, how sick would it be at certain, well, let's cook for a second. Certain awakening levels, certain active skills could transition into a passive ability.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be crazy? Like that would be really cool. And then it's like, so under certain conditions, they would just trigger instead of having to wait for a skill cooldown time and without taking up a slot on your skill list. That could be a way for them to manifest that. Something like that. I think it's kind of cool. What if they switch the class ability unique skill to a 7th skill slot and they upgrade them to something useful? That's from Maddie Sykes. So yeah, from like UI UX perspective, admittedly, Evan, me, not a developer, by the way, not making game-changing decisions for Soul Strike, so this is just my opinion. I have hesitations from like both a complexity standpoint, from like a UI UX experience standpoint. I'm like, okay, but like, what is a 7th ability going to solve? I'm kind of more in line with the idea of like, maybe what Epic Butter is talking about, where perhaps like passives become something. Like there's a branch of a skill that all of a sudden just enhances your character, so now you don't need it on them, or you have a passive slot or something. So
Yeah, I think ultimately like the UI stuff, I get it, but if there's like a gameplay benefit, I'd rather have that,
Yeah, it's like, does it...
If the menu doesn't look even on my screen, that's like okay for me,
Yeah, it's more like, if we add a 7th, what is a 7th skill going to solve? Is it going to need an 8th skill down the line? Are we going to go to 9? Are we going to, why do we want it? Is there a way that we can get it with the current skill? That's kind of my way. I'm not opposed to a 7th skill. I'm just wondering if maybe there's a clean way to do this.
I think I'd be cool with yes or no. I'm fine with both.
Because part of the skill, I know we're lingering on this for a long time, but like part of the skill, and I mean like the player skill in like making a build also comes from that element of restriction. Like that kind of breeds creativity. It does. So it's like having fewer slots in a weird way also kind of makes it more creative. So I'd love for something new to come out of this maybe, instead of just throwing one more, but I'm not opposed to it. Let's go to the next one. This is from Leon.
Leon, will there at any point be visual or an extra section in the description that says what debuff or CC effect an ally or skill has?
Oh, I just thought of another suggestion. Sorry, I just thought of another option from that. Okay, so the devs say, we recognize the need for more in-game description and information to support gameplay for our masters. Thank you for your feedback, and we'll consider this positively. Positively, again, being a very crucial word for this. That's great. They just want to
Yeah.
include it. Balance things we can also have works for single element series. So K Rain said like one skill slot could have a series of skills in one slot. Skill combination which can be triggered to balance things. We can have it. Only works for single element series of skills. Well, you know what I was going to recommend? I was going to say like there could be something where there's like a skill that has a chance to trigger a different skill that you have on another build, something like that. Like, you know, it could add a degree of chaos. The only problem is that makes it so that it could trigger an off element thing and it lacks synergy. But I'm glad that this is where our heads are at. I like trying to think of interesting solutions to this potential problem. This is from Epic Butter.
All right. The Epic Butter. Can you fix the gear problem? There are 3 tiers of gear. This makes creating ultimate gear useless. We need a way to combine Stigma with discoverable gear. Same with Chronos.
And they said, we have been carefully listening to feedback regarding gear acquisition, particularly about Chronos. In the 7.8 update, the July 8th update, we implemented changes to allow more masters to obtain these items. We'll continue listening to player feedback to deliver a better overall gameplay experience, which so it's slightly on the vague side, but I think ultimately what the devs are doing here is right. There's no like one update that's going to solve this problem all at once. This is something that's an iterative process where it's like they'll kind of come at it piece by piece.
And we did check out what they actually put in the update earlier.
We did.
And you can check that out too. Let us know if it's enough or is there more changes that need to be made.
Yeah. If you guys have any suggestions too. Cool. Okay. Kiyoshi.
Will there be further development in the training center? As of now, it's quite a hassle to change build while in the training center.
Huh. Interesting. And they say the training center is designed to let you test and optimize your build setups. We believe enabling real-time preset switching with the training environment would enhance its utility, and we will consider this improvement positively. I couldn't add to it. I think that's great.
I hope they do that. It sounds like a nice...
It should have been there to begin with. I think that makes a ton of sense. Great suggestion. Mr. Billows.
All right. How do you choose what to collab with?
Oh, I love that question. That's a really fun question. They say that they prioritize choosing IPs, intellectual properties, and collaborations that align well with our game's tone and universe. As part of that process, we actively listen to the opinions of masters who know and love Soulstrike the most. You know, I can kind of tell to a certain extent that that's what they do.
Yeah.
Because I mean, every collab that's come out, we all like usually sit around and whenever we talk about it, we're always like, oh, that's perfect. That's a perfect fit
like
for Soulstrike.
Yeah,
even like Sgt. Frog. I think Sgt. Frog is such a good fit, like aesthetically, for Soulstrike. Like they're so cute and so fun. Matches that sort of chibi aesthetic of the characters that run around with you.
Yeah, and like how the game has an ally system, and so characters from it just fit right in. And it works. Yeah.
And the fact that it's like it allows you to do things like that. I think we kind of touched on it 2 weeks ago in the last stream. With Sgt. Frog, it's like there's 5 allies. You can run 5 allies. There's 1 of each element. It's just that there's a synergy there. You know, it's very nice. I like that. Super smart. K-Rain could be in the future. Looking in here, yeah, these are great suggestions. Would love. People are already dropping collab examples down there while we continue in the Q&A.
Keep them coming.
Manithia.
All right. Which ally will you take for visiting a new world together?
Oh, thank you for the fun question. Thinking about which ally to bring into a new world is quite exciting. That's like an isekai situation, right? Personally, if I had to choose, I'd pick Scarlet. Having a companion who can swing a giant hammer and crushing monsters during exploration would feel incredibly reassuring. Word, actually. Chat, who would you bring with you?
I have 2, at least off the top of my head.
Yeah?
I like Chloe because it's the chainsaw girl.
She could cut down trees and you could make fire. You could get firewood.
And then Echo, I think, is the guitar because she just likes rock and roll. So like, that's just another good choice.
Entertainment.
Yeah.
Entertainment. Yeah, I think those are perfect. That time I got. Yeah, exactly. Okay, next up.
Okay.
Merry-Go 1.
I was wondering if we could do something about merchants, maybe new merchants. Merchants both in the old world and the new unified world.
Huh.
Okay.
Thank you for the suggestion on the Wandering Merchant and the possibility of a new content-based shop. As recent updates have added more growth paths and currencies, we'll consider updates to make the merchant feature more welcome and valuable encounter for masters. Yeah, I actually think that that's such a cool idea because there's something about merchants in an open world that kind of like make it feel more rich, you know? And also I like looking forward to seeing what the merchants have even in Soul Strike. So kind of furthering their wares would be nice.
Yeah, I like that question.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Simart says Tiana would be their New World travel partner.
I'd probably choose someone who is like water-based, so that way I could get off the island or something. Or wait, it's just fantasy world, right? I'm thinking like stranded in a fantasy world. It doesn't have to be a bad situation, right?
Like in a, yeah.
Maybe I'll think on it. I'll think on that.
Think on it, yeah.
Yeah, because if it's on a desert island, I would choose somebody to get off of the desert island.
Okay,
with, you know.
yeah.
It's like, you know, something like that. Or someone who could fly, you
Sure,
know,
okay, yeah.
could carry me off, yeah. But, you know, Velfrost.
Okay. What is the purpose of adding the unique effects on new allies?
Ah, this is a good question because, so just for reference, guys, just to add some context to this, the sgt. Frog collab, this is the first time the allies have ever had unique effects. Previous collabs did not have unique effects on their allies or skills or what have you. So the first time that we've had it. So the devs said one of the goals of the sgt. Frog collaboration was to encourage both new and returning masters to collect all 5 platoon members and create the iconic Keroro platoon build. To support this, we added bonus effects for collecting each squad member so that masters can enjoy the satisfaction of building the full set. That's a really good answer, and it also is like, it's one of those things where, you know, Soul Strike normally incentivizes you to lean into one element, but when they're trying to give you 5 different elements to run, because like we said before, you got 5 ally slots, there needs to be something to get you to want to collect these things that is outside of your usual build. So I think that that's a nice answer. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Okay, wait, real quick, guys. Let's take a break from this and do a wheel spin. We gotta get another code.
Yeah,
Gotta get some more codes. I like the way that you like
Mix it up, yeah.
shook it up beforehand.
Perfect.
That was a nice little add-in.
Cool. All
Okay, there's 5 left in the tank, guys. So give us a number of spins and a number 1 through 5 for which ball you want us to pull out. Angelina, nice call. Bala Kid got in there first with 7 and 7. There is no 7th ball though, but we could take the 7th spin and 5. They amended it to have 5. So let's do 7 and 5.
Okay, sounds good. 2, 3. Is it your Invisidrink?
In my Invisidrink, yeah.
Don't open it too early. Okay.
There you go. And it's just that one.
The one on the end, number 5.
Cool.
Thank
I'll
you.
do away with this.
All right.
Dude, this thing, we're gonna have to have like a funeral for this thing one day.
Place, yeah.
Maybe, vaguely.
Would you guys remember when we had that big wheel?
Yeah, the weighted wheel. It was like weighted. Oh! Let's go, dude! 15,000 ether.
I'll take that.
Yeah, I'll take it. That's awesome. Ether gift 147.
It's right there on the screen.
That's great. Ether gift 147. I'll redeem that once we're done with the Q&A. Let's go. Bala Kid, by the way.
Ether is always appreciated.
Bala Kid. Get all your numbers from Bala Kid today.
Yeah.
Well done.
Ether gift.
Next one is going to be from Sim Art.
Okay.
By the way. Oh, I'll let you hit enter on that.
Okay.
Sorry.
No problem.
Mabi.
No, you're good.
Okay, cool. This is from Sim Art.
Okay. Can we get a way to put soul parts on allies? Just for the aesthetic of the
Whoa.
I really like that question.
Whoa. This Sim Art's kind of low-key cooking with this one. That sounds tough from like a development perspective, but like that's low-key that's really cool. So one of Soul Strike's most enjoyable aspects is customizing your own unique look using various visual parts. Dang, Skippy, I said. Currently, ally appearances are limited to pre- and post-awakening and season pass skins. We're exploring ways to allow more flexible outfit changes for allies. Thank you for the suggestion. Dude, that's really cool. That's really cool. Yeah. Even if it was something as simple as like having a skin have like variant color schemes, you know, like with different like secondary, tertiary colors, I'd settle for something like that too. Or it's like if you could like, honestly, I'll take anything. I think that's such a cool suggestion, Simart. It said, let's go!
I mean, if you look, like a lot of the soul parts are like pieces from the allies, like what they're wearing. So it's like, it'd be cute if you could like go back and do it with
What's the
ally.
name of? I always forget the name of the gentleman in the blue armor, the wolf-like armor with the blue flame.
Oh,
you
yeah.
can transmog yourself to just be him, and so it's like that's
Gentleman.
so you can just be him.
Yeah.
Motiv's getting the answer for me.
It's
There he
this
is.
guy, Zion.
Zion.
Yeah.
I always forget his. I
Yeah.
forget his name every time. Yeah, dude. So you can basically be him. So you already have that. So admittedly, while I doubt we're gonna get it in the form of soul parts, I'm glad they're exploring something. Because I think it might be slightly more difficult than it seems to do the soul part thing.
Probably.
You know, because they're not rendered in the same way that the player character is, I don't think, but could be wrong. We'll see what's going on. He's one of my faves. Aesthetically, dude, Zion rocks. Yeah, he looks super sick. Curdle!
All right. Option to remove an enchant or synergy from a jewel to place on another. Example, take enchant that's in a gem, remove it, place it on another jewel. Okay, yeah, makes sense.
This is a big answer from the devs. Hold on. We gotta stretch before this.
Have a
Oh my
dissertation
God.
prepared.
Yeah, we got a thesis. Okay. I ain't reading all that now. All right. The enchant and synergy effects attached to jewels are currently part of a structured upgrade system, which makes simple transfer function technically challenging. That said, we are actively discussing ways to enhance jewel flexibility and strategic customization. Interesting. So that means that something with the code, like the way that it goes, it's dependent on the way that the code works. So I see why that'd be difficult.
Okay.
We have recently discussed systems to help masters build their desired jewel setups more easily, including effect extraction, transfer systems, and conditional rerolls. We aim to improve equipment and jewel growth systems to make them more accessible and dynamic in the future. See, this is a perfect answer because it may not be exactly what is suggested in the question, though it solves the same problem, you know, just in potentially a different way. So I'm glad the devs are exploring this. I hope that that's a satisfactory answer. And I also really like that they were kind of upfront about how it's like the current upgrade system, that code is kind of dependent on the other stuff that's happening. That actually reminds me of a like super short anecdote with the way that Summoner's War works. It's like if you've ever played Summoner's War, you know that there's different storage buildings. And like the reason for that is because of how each building is coded and how like it would basically do what they're saying here. It would disrupt the systems itself if they made changes to the existing one. So they created multiple storages to solve a problem. So it's like, while it might be unfortunate they got to go that way, it's necessary. And it's cool that they're that transparent about it.
I appreciate that, yeah.
Yeah, it's really
I agree
nice.
that I would like a little bit more with the jewel system. It feels kind of like, I like it a lot, but it's also like, yeah, it feels like you're just kind of like rolling for the right stat, or like it's just another thing where you have to roll or whatever, yeah.
Yeah, let's go to the next one. Dang, this is a big one. This is a really big dev Q&A. This is good. Mots.
In the future, will we be able to transfer gear lines or have pity system to get our preferred stats on our gears?
And they said, we always take gear-related suggestions seriously and are committed to providing a more satisfying growth experience for all masters through ongoing improvements. We've answered a couple gear questions today. Actually, I think Epic Butter was the first one to say, like, we need to tackle the gear problem, right? So it's great that they're listening to this and adding it to the pool. It's clear they're having like some pretty in-depth conversations about how gear works. Just based on like their answers thus far, it sounds like that's a big topic of conversation right now. So Mots, even though they didn't directly answer your question, I wouldn't take that as a no. I would take that as it's probably being added to the pool of suggestions. Yeah. Okay, Meat Merp.
95. Many people are quitting over GV-G2 Chronos gear due to their unattainability. Yeah. Is there any intention from the devs to create a healthier ecosystem where the massive amount of effort results in better rewards distribution to counter this effect?
So they said, reflecting on player feedback regarding the Chronos, we implemented several updates in the July 8th patch to make the items more accessible to more people. We remain committed to improving the game through continued communication with our masters. And I like the way they, we just said it, I like the way they're doing that, and these are a great example of how they're trying to do it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed these Q&As, truly, because it's kind of a nice way to see what the devs are thinking about and also to get answers to your questions. Again, guys, that dev Q&A survey is not closed, and you get 50,000 ether just for doing it. So if you're in chat, you should definitely participate and ask those questions too. So
And you could end up getting your question answered.
You could. And that is the last question. So we could jump back over to Motiv's gameplay if we're so inclined. We can watch a little bit of that. And we might as well do one more wheel spin.
Okay, wheel spin.
Because that puts us at 3 wheel spins. Oh, and I gotta get the last one. Was it Ether Gift 147? Is that what it was? Ether Gift 147? I'm gonna go get that right now while chat thinks about what they want. While chat thinks about. How did we get so lucky on getting Sergeant Frog? Says, dude, I don't know. Ether Gift 147. Cool. Amazing. Sweet.
All right, guys, give us those numbers.
Yes, numbers, please, chat. Sorry, I forgot to ask for numbers.
Or we could just pull. We could just.
Or we could just, we could just summon. We could just pull. We have good luck in this room.
Evan's choice.
Yeah, we get the streamer luck.
3-3. We got a 2-1.
3-3. Take the. I like the 3-3.
1, 2, 3. I saw that time recently. You popped your alt on the spin.
Oh yeah, you saw that.
Yeah, you were using your strength-based alt. 1, 2, 3.
I adore the series. It's literally no way, Earl Fox.
Oh,
that's awesome. I adore Sergeant Frog. It's legit the only reason I downloaded Soul Strike, dude. That is so cool. That's great feedback.
That's really good to hear.
That's awesome. We'll tell the devs that you enjoyed it too.
Ooh.
And this is 300 Relic tickets, which I'm told is actually 365. Woo! Let's go, dude.
You may know that that's more than 300.
Yes, mathematically proven to be more than 300.
Relic Gift 211. It's on the screen.
Relic Gift 211 is the code.
While you redeem that, I'm gonna do the new event.
Relic
I don't have any keys. Dang it.
Gift
All right, never mind.
211. Nice.
And I guess I'm gonna summon.
I am. I wish I knew about it sooner. I have to have the platoon down 3 members, but soon. Dude, that's fantastic to hear, by the way. Eurofax, we were just talking about how the devs, like their thought process for getting the IPs for the collaboration, and they mentioned that they really try to get IPs that are like, gonna work well with Soul Strike.
Yeah.
And we kind of complimented them on that because this is a perfect fit. So hopefully you can use the coupon codes in here. Dude, seriously, like make sure to get the coupon codes though.
Yes.
I think we've already had 3. This is an important one. The Ether's important, and do the survey too, and then you'll get all of that.
Yeah.
That's good stuff. That'll help you summon for it. Did you want to summon Motiv?
I'm gonna go ahead and try.
Okay, that's great.
I'm gonna go to the cleanup party.
Okay.
And see what we get.
Nice.
And as a side note, since we got so many questions about the gear stuff, make sure you guys check out that update. We did bring it up earlier. Let us know what you think, if that properly addresses the issues or not, because we want to know.
You don't have to get your. How do I do the survey? It looks like maybe it's not pinned at the top anymore. We'll drop it in chat. It's actually, I think there was a link just above. Oh, perfect. Thank you for posting it. Perfect. That's how. That link will take you there. That's how. If you're on mobile, by the way, you may just need to copy and paste it into your browser of choice, but it should work properly. Motiv, how's it going, dude?
It's rough.
Is it pretty dry right now?
I'm getting scammed.
No. No, bro.
Well,
I'll say it ain't so. Well, you are a times 30er. You're a times 30er.
I want to like milk it, you know?
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Maybe I should do that. I'm all about the 300. I hit it like 3 times. Oh! Well, we love Avalanche.
So,
I was like, wait, that does not look.
hoping for. It's fine. That's still. I'm happy to get it.
It's like, that is not the silhouette of a frog.
Okay. Should I try and go for the mileage? Can I make it?
Oh, that was really funny.
Let's just keep going.
Yeah, just keep going, bro. I think it's better, the way you do it is better than mine, because I just hit it 3 times and I go, all right, we're done. All right, no more summons. End stream.
Yeah.
You know? This is way nicer.
No, I hear you.
Yeah. Oh, and Eins is reminding you to get the codes from your inbox, just in case.
Good point. Yeah. I can do that real quick.
I should do the same.
Because I do want to hit that relic too.
Good idea. I'll upgrade stuff in a little bit. I've been chasing the dot on the side here while we talk. Matt, good question. That's a question for the survey, which I see. Nice. You got a mythic. That was great. That's good stuff.
Yeah. But no frogs.
Not a single frog. It's dry. Times 30 makes it feel like there's.
Can I get a ribbit?
Ribbit. Quiero.
Yeah.
Yeah, quiero. Chat, can we get some ribbits in chat, please? Something. We need this game's equivalent of feet, chanting feet for this. Not to taint Soul Strike with the star feet.
We're just gonna send it.
Sending it. Bros sending it. Ghetto.
I'm send maxing.
Nice. Broke and no frogs. Soprano.
About to be broken. Well,
Curdle dropped that meow.
I got a
Meow.
meow.
You're not helping, Curdle. We need a ribbit. We need ribbits. Oh, you gave a ribbit. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for your ribbits. Final 10.
Last 10.
Right. I'm so close, so I'll get that milestone when I have
Here,
a
let me
extra
try.
Cash.
Let me try.
Oh yeah, go right
Let's
ahead.
swap over to my gameplay and I'll do some summons. Nice. I'm just doing the
While you
ad
do that,
summons.
I'm gonna go to my inbox.
Oh, I can summon for Ghetto Ball, probably. Is it worth? I guess I could just dump a little bit. I only have a little bit.
It's a good relic.
Yeah, let's just do a couple. I only have a couple summons worth anyway, so okay. Let's actually just go do tickets. Let's do this. See, times 30. Times 30 is fun. I get to hit the button more, and I like that.
The 300 feels really fun too.
Oh!
Oh, all right.
Soul Shackle, first time. Also makes me feel good when I hit a mythic off of the 30. That makes me feel way better. White Feather Fan for you, says Simart. Every time, Colonel says hacker. I am not. Okay, let's do this one, because I think I got all of them last time. Okay, let's do times 30. Let's just go, let's roll through the times 30. That's a few, we got a long ways to go. I'm down to dump some ether here, right?
Ether dump.
Yeah, we're dumping ether. Let's throw in a 300 just to make the game think. Okay, made it think about it. Make it think about what is one more just to surprise it. Yeah, just to speed things up, just to get it. I need it to remember what a mythic looks like. You know?
Please.
Please, ladies. Oh, come on. Nice. We got at least one.
We both got a Delia.
You got a Delia too?
Yeah. What's up with that?
It's crazy. How close are we to the mileage? We're like a little ways away. We can keep going.
Yeah.
See, Curdle's not calling me a hacker right now.
Yeah.
It's because the room is dry. It's because the Wi-Fi. They finally turned on. It's our ISP, dude. They finally caught on. Like the rates are too good in that room. We got to shut it down. Spectrum's all like, hey, we can't keep servicing that building. We can't keep doing that. These guys are using the rates to their advantage.
Yeah, I wonder if they're able to lag switch it, you know, like.
Oh my God, like the old COD days.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, dude, I know what you're talking about. I just got one, but I didn't. Oh, there it is.
Are you out of juice?
That's the wrong one. Wait, I just redeemed it. Where is that? Where is that thing? Aha!
Oh.
Let's go! Oh, excuse me, guys.
What is
going on, dude?
Yeah.
Sorry, did you see that?
Watch it there, yeah.
That was crazy. It was crazy, bro.
Are you out of gas?
No.
Oh, okay. Cool.
No, not at all, dude. I can keep going for.
You got a lot of gas.
You kidding me? You kidding me? I'm trying to get these frogs.
Resident Saber here.
I'm going frog hunting right now.
Evan's about to be frog maxing.
600k ether for one frog. Dude. Man, I've had better rates. The last stream, my rates were good. I'm going 300s only. Oh my God, you guys, this was a mistake. Oh! And we got him. That's the whole platoon.
All right.
That's the platoon. I think that's the platoon.
I think you got a platoon.
Yeah, I think I've got the whole platoon.
That's 5 frogs.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Cool.
Got the whole platoon.
I just need one more.
That's awesome. You guys didn't forget about it, and you didn't break the music box. Talking about the music box?
Oh, are they talking about the sound issue?
Maybe. Well, I'm satisfied that I at least have all 5 frogs. To be honest, you're looking at that like you want to try again.
I should.
You want to?
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna hit the mileage, right? So.
Yeah, go for it, dude. Well, actually, let me. I'm gonna I'm gonna do. Can we go back to Motiv's gameplay so that way we can see him summon real quick?
All right, cool.
Awesome, nice.
You're just gonna watch me get the ticket?
Yeah, of course. That's what I want to see, dog. I want to see that.
Okay. I'll use it, and
It's
then
an upside. It's an upside of the show. It's inside of the show. Keroro broke Dororo's music box.
It's here, right? Yeah.
I love that we have a Sergeant Frog fan in chat. So I admittedly have not seen Sergeant Frog. That's really cool that you got to see it in effect. Okay.
Hey, all right. Got it. Cool. All right.
Nice. Is that all 5?
Yeah, it should be all 5.
That's great. Cool. Fascinating data.
Yes. Like that. Now I want to go over to the Relic because I got these bad boys.
Fun fact, by reading Sergeant Frog, I learned that from Dororo that it is always 10 degrees cooler in the shade. Is that true? Is it literally 10? Is that a confirmed fact? Is it always 10 degrees cooler in the shade? That's fascinating if so. That's fascinating.
It's noticeably
Always 10.
cooler.
It is noticeably cooler.
And then there's wind chill.
And the wind chill would increase it more. Oh, guys, my fridge was on the fritz yesterday, by the way.
Terrible.
Nobody cares about my fridge.
I'm sorry, I just.
And nobody cares about my fridge. No, I get it, bro. My freezer got up to 18 degrees before I figured it out.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's like boiling, right?
Yeah,
Basically.
Fahrenheit. Yeah, 18 degrees Fahrenheit, boiling. It was closer.
Oh.
It's like an oven.
Another Carol Ball, and we got the reward. I'll take that.
Sick, dude.
Now I'm gonna try and get a hello.
Hello?
There we go. Okay.
Oh, you're a fan.
Yes.
This has been foreshadowed since the start of the stream.
Yeah.
Let's see if you can get the fan. Come on.
I'm probably not.
Let's
gonna
go,
get it, but I'm
game.
gonna Try.
Come on. Give it to him. Show our ISP who's boss.
Just one more win. That's all I need. Dang.
Oh, bummer. Rip Evan's ice cream? No, seriously, Sim already melted.
It boiled.
Yeah, it boiled. No, it was pretty.
We got 2 more Carol Balls. That's pretty good.
I had to.
Now I can awaken. I got
Awesome.
A2. All right.
You're making some serious progress on that relic right now. Okay, wait a minute. So, do you have any relics? How much of that material do you have that you can level up the abilities of it? Because you actually might be able to wipe out the marmot or do the marmot again, so you can get more.
actually.
And if you don't do the mythics, if you do, like they said, like the legendary or below, you could actually just get some free ability lines.
I think I might be at the wipeout moment here.
Yeah, run it once now that you've gotten,
Yeah,
because
I
you just got a new ability slot too, so it might maybe get
might
you
have
a little
gotten a
bit
boost,
further.
yeah.
But it's like after this, just wipe it out, and then you can just take that stuff and we just go roll abilities, because that sounds really fun to me. Curdle, we do not have that ability.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, because if we did, I would.
Yeah.
But I don't, so I won't.
I'm gonna say I would not because I'm
And I can't.
I'm a principled gamer.
Yeah, it's not as fun as it sounds either. You know, it's like it's not that fun. It's more fun to play normal.
Yeah.
I think you just beat your high
All right,
score.
that's
yeah,
good.
You did. You just beat it.
Cool.
Okay, great. So now we can leave.
I'm just gonna
and just wipe it out. Boom. Show those marmots. Just beat those marmots so
those
fast.
bench pressing marmots.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Now just go to like the lower rarity stuff.
I don't know if I can do this one yet. So
Go to way lower rarity. Way lower. No, like.
Oh, wait,
like
you
I'm
mean-
talking like legendaries, epic. Like go way back. Yeah, like the level
why
3s
would
up there.
I- okay.
Because that means that they
just
don't.
to showcase, yeah.
Or no, it's because you benefit from it even if they're not equipped.
True. Yeah, but I'm gonna
Yeah.
use up. I guess that's fine. Yeah.
Because then it becomes functionally the same,
Should we
right?
go
Because
for
now you're just going,
Yes,
right, chat? Because we've established that these are benefiting you regardless of whether or not they're equipped. Is that correct? One click each, they
just
say.
gonna-
Just do one click each, they say,
No, that's a good idea.
to
yeah.
populate each one so that way you have them. So
I was
that's
worried
what people are
about
saying.
like using up, but I guess that's probably a good use right now.
Velfrost, oh my, I'm so late. Gonna rewatch the stream from the start later. Welcome, Velfrost. Also, hello, Velfrost, on the rewatch of the stream later in the future.
Yes. Hello. Skill damage, ally damage. I'll take that.
See, now I see what, because, so Soprano said this earlier, the one click each thing. I thought Soprano just meant one click at a time instead of holding it. But now I see what they're saying. They're saying just populate each one.
Yeah, because it's just a bunch of free.
Because this is just raw stats now.
Don't mind if I do.
Yeah, no, this is great. Like, you can,
I did the heart, yeah.
like, that's pretty fantastic.
Did I do the twig? Yes.
It's crazy that they decided to do this.
Should we
too.
do one more wheel spin?
While you're spinning abilities?
While I'm just filling these out, yeah.
Yeah, actually save them. I like watching.
okay.
Save the abilities. I think it's fun to watch. Okay, now guys, last wheel spin of the day. We need numbers. There are 3 balls left in here, and I'm trying to get that number down to 2. Give me a wheel spin. Give me a spin number and a ball number.
We need numbers, people.
1-1. Curdle says put it all on left.
1-1.
Put it all on left.
On red, 1.
All red 1.
Is that what we're going with?
Yeah, 1-1.
1.
That's it.
1.
That's it. And for the left, and it's just furthest left. That's crazy. It's just put it all on the left. That's awesome. Okay. And what is the final ball? We've already gotten the best rewards out. I know for a fact we've already gotten the best stuff
200
out.
class.
Nice. 200 class. That's just class. We gotta class up the joint. That's what we said.
Not bad. Not
We gotta
bad.
class up
There's
the
better
joint.
things out there, but I always
Oh,
appreciate
I just got a mythic skill on a times 30. Look at that.
Tempest Judgment.
That was Tempest
For
Judgment. I've never
Unite.
gotten a Tempest Judgment before.
Well, yeah, obviously, right?
Wow. Yeah, obviously. That's awesome. That was on a times 30.
That is just so exciting.
Foul. Kidding.
Just filling these out,
Thanks.
and what we get.
Curdle never misses an opportunity to make me feel bad. And no one saw it. Yeah, I know. Sorry. It serves me right for doing it off screen. Sorry.
And I also got the next frog, so I'm gonna go ahead and.
That happened. Yeah. Sometimes it's just like, I'm just gonna do it because I'm not gonna get anything, and then that's when I get something. You know.
Yeah, it is kind of. It does happen that way.
Very funny, the way they do that.
So I got the 5 now. I'm just gonna go ahead and. There we go. Cool.
Level up Kururu. Chat. So remember, this collaboration continues through July 23rd. So you still have time to collect.
Jump in there.
To collect the platoon. Jump in there,
Free
do what you
ether.
can. Use all the ether that you got from the stream and try to summon allies. Oh, what's your favorite new ally, says Wham Bam.
Right now, I like.
I'm still on the fire build, so I'm also liking Gyrodo.
This is the one I like right now.
Yeah.
Giroro. Just because I'm rocking fire, and so I'm using them. They all seem fun. I haven't found the best one or anything, but let us know what you guys think. I would love to know.
Yeah, hopefully. I'm on wind, so they like the wind ally. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's great. That's real cool stuff. All right, guys. Well, hopefully y'all will get a chance to get the rest of the platoon. Summon while you can. Again, you have through July 23rd to engage with the Sgt. Frog collaboration.
And again, let us know what you guys think about yesterday's update.
Yeah.
Gear and things like that.
Big time. Yeah, tell us what you think after you have some time to sit on it for a little while, because again, it's really fresh right now, so understandably not a lot of people have had a chance to kind of play around with it, but the abilities on the Relic thing, that seems like it's popping. So I think that was a really cool one.
Yeah.
Peroro over on YouTube says, wonderful update, and I couldn't agree more. Guys, come back in an hour, and I'll be doing a Summoners War stream. I'm gonna be doing push-ups on losses with Hiroshin. Should be real fun. If you have even a passing interest in Summoners War, it'd be fun to see you there. Thank you guys so much again for hanging out with us today. And Motiv, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you too,
All
dude.
right, guys, thanks for joining us.
Bye, everybody. Have a great day.
Log into secure